Warning: this recording has been licensed by the copyright owner for private home use only. All other rights are reserved. Any public performance, copying, editing, exhibition, renting, or any other use in whole or in part is strictly prohibited, and any such action under copyright law establishes liability for civil action and may give rise to criminal prosecution. Infringement will be strictly enforced. Do not copy this recording.
All right, you can't hide from it. Many women are letting go of the creamy crack and returning, is that creamy crack, that's what they say? And returning to their roots. But it's a lot deeper than that. This young lady has written a book for the little girls to embrace their kinks. Author of Curly Hair book, Sasheen Lang. I'm not going to act like I don't know this lady. I'm not going to act like I don't know her struggle, because I do. Because she's a youth, and we say youth, and she's one of me youths. And I'm watching her grow, and I'm saying, congratulations!
Thank you.
Sasheen, let's take them through the journey, hey? Your first book, The Voice of Jamaica, Sasheen Lang. Tell us about this one.
All right, well, I started out doing poetry. So The Voice of Jamaica speaks to like current affairs, crime, abuse, poems focusing on that. I wrote that book when I was about 20. I published that when I was 20. That's my first book.
How does one publish a book?
Well, I've been writing for years, and I did a lot of research and found that I was able to do it myself using Amazon. I couldn't afford to go the traditional routes of going through the publishing houses and stuff like that. So I researched and came up with this solution, and it makes it much easier.
That's amazing. So how many books do you have published
I have
already?
5 books.
5 books
Yes.
published. Most of them are poetry?
Right, 4 poetry, and this is my first children's book.
Ooh, let's get into the children's book. But before we get there, we can purchase all of them where?
Well, the poetry books, you can purchase them at Earth Elements. That's at Southdale Plaza. Right, but the children's book is only now available on Amazon.
Wow, but you have 3, 4 in studio with us. I'm sure some of our team may want to purchase these. Let's talk about the Curly Hair Club. Tell us about this book. Walk us through.
Okay, growing up, my parents used to always buy me books, but I didn't see myself in any of them. I would see people, different characters, but none of them represented who I am. So from a very young age, I was like, I need to see books that I can see myself in. So I actually wrote this book 3 years ago, but the illustrations I did this year, funding and things like that, because illustrations are kind of costly.
You used CoCab?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Look at that. Another Jamaican.
I like to support Jamaicans, so everything I speak to the local talent that we have. She's very talented.
She is very talented.
Yes, yes.
Wow. Sasheen, I mean, you said something very important. You wrote this book 3 years ago?
Yes.
And you're just getting it out? That's serious persistence
I
and
never
dedication.
gave up on it. I knew that it wasn't going to be easy, but I knew that this book needed to be out there. So despite the obstacles, financial and so forth, I stuck with it.
And you said funding. How?
Right.
It costs a lot of money to get these things
It
published.
really does.
How did you raise funding for this?
Actually, I used my poetry, like people who are familiar with my name. I worked hard on social media, spreading the word, telling people how important this book would be. And people I don't know all over the world, they just came forward.
You had a GoFundMe too?
Right, they just came forward and they just gave me donations. So that alone showed me how powerful this book would be.
So you went on a fundraising platform.
Yes.
You used social media. You had that stick-to-itiveness about you. And now you have a very important book, because many girls don't see themselves in books on television. So you have made a dream come true for many.
Yes.
And the dream come through, as some would say, true and through. So can you read a piece to me? Read an excerpt. Let's go to Carly Hates Her Hair. Any page. That's anything.
Right. Carly sat frustrated as her mother began the process of detangling her hair. "Ouch, Mommy, it hurts," Carly shouted. Mommy continued to comb through the thick curly hair on Carly's head. "I wish I had straight hair," Carly mumbled. Carly's family had just arrived in this new area, and Carly was preparing for her first day at her new school. 3 hours later, Carly's hair was well oiled and done up in bantu knots. Carly got up and ran to look in the mirror and she immediately became sad. She was certain she wouldn't enjoy her first day of school with her hair looking like this. Mommy noticed how Carly looked disappointed and quickly hugged her and told Carly that she was the most beautiful little girl she had ever seen. Carly still wasn't satisfied, but she smiled up at her mommy and went to sleep.
Keep going, girl. I'm loving this story. I'm like, the viewers are enjoying it.
That night, Carly had the most beautiful dream. She was sitting in a garden playing with girls who looked just like her. They laughed, danced, and played in each other's hair. It was the happiest she had been in a long time. The dream ended far too quickly, and it was soon time for Carly to get ready for school. Mommy prepared her favorite meal of cornmeal porridge and laid out Carly's uniform and new school shoes for her. Carly got dressed in her full white tunic that glowed against her dark skin tone. She looked like an angel, but Carly still wasn't happy with what she saw. It was the first day of school for Carly, but it wasn't for the rest of the students.
Hold on, stop. Mommy kissed Carly and quickly ran to get herself ready so she wouldn't be late for work. Then, my people, we continue with Carly's first day of school when you buy the book, okay? I am not reading it all for you, and she's not reading it all for you. It's the Curly Hair Club. How do we purchase this book? I think we all need to have a copy in our homes. Well, Future Queens, actually, tell us, Future Queens, how do we purchase it?
Well, the book was published December 24th, so it's taken a little while to get it in local, but I'm working on it.
Okay.
But until then, you guys can contact me on Instagram, that's SashinLeng_poet, or my Facebook page, author Sashin Leng, or you can get it on Amazon.
Future Queens, we are fed our heritage daily, taught to be queens and to raise queens. Coils in our hair, once called untamed, we now embrace. Coils now freely dance. African prints sit perfectly on our temples. The voices telling us to be insecure surround us. But our melanin is thick. We silence it. We continue to feed on our heritage, planting seeds for black queens to come. We dip our minds in what they try to discourage us from, the roots of the motherland. Motherland by Sashin Leng. I love you. Thank you for doing what you do. I love you. I really do. I really do. And can I buy one of these?
Yes, you can.
Can I buy two? One for me and one for Simone's house. Thank you. So we can purchase these today.
Yes.
How much for them?
$1,450.
I think I have. Can I send you money online?
Sure.
Thank you. I have your number in my phone too. Author of, that's all right, give your daughter this, Sim from Auntie Empress. Author of the Curly Hair book, Sashin Leng. I just love her. And that's it for this week's Off the Shelf Best Book Ever.